Welcome back to the BSN channel. This video is about who I think should be London Mayor and who I think shouldn't be London Mayor. So, no, I'm not going to vote. I've never voted before. But I found it interesting going through this brochure right here that came from the house over all the candidates and their policies. I just wanted to quickly go over some of the options. So before I start, I don't want to seem like I'm against women or anything like that. No, that's not the case. There's quite a few females and males who look capable. They have some interesting ideas. I'm just going to say off the bat, the one that I would vote for if I was going to vote is Piers Corbyn. I don't want to get too much into what I agree, because he's a bit out of the box. A lot of people don't like him. He's sort of a rebel. I think of myself as a bit of a rebel, a bit unorthodox. There's a lot of things about society that I've got used to, but I do question society a lot. I question the government. I don't trust the government. You know, the government can be just as deceptive. Obviously, you have to respect the law of your country. You know, try your best to be a good citizen. But I don't believe everything the government tell me. I don't believe everything on the mainstream news. I'm not saying you shouldn't believe in it, but you should question. So, Piers Corbyn. See, the guy who does London Real, what's his name? Brian Bros. It'll be interesting to see what he could do. A lot of people are saying the same things. They want to reduce crime. They want to make it more greener. You got Steve Kelleher, who seems to be a working class man. Grew up near where my mum and dad met, Elephant and Castle, where Michael Caine is from. Was he from? Basically Bermondsey. It's an Irish immigrant family. It almost sounds like my dad. I like the Green Party. Cyan Berry. It's a lady. I like the policies she's coming with. The only thing I don't like is, like, for example, she said we will shift funding away from roads, okay, to invest in healthy, welcoming streets. I have a bit of a problem with that. I mean, unless it's like poetry or something, but I don't like that adjective with that noun, me personally. Healthy streets. Healthy streets. I don't know, you have to be a bit more specific than that. What do you mean by healthy streets? Like more trees? What is a healthy street? I don't know, like, that bothers me. Anyway, better buses, I agree with. New public transport links, nice. Yeah, I'm not going to go over all of it. Valerie Brown, she looks like a lady who wants to go back to more of a traditional democracy. So instead of having a mayor, she wants to have like a council. What does she call it? A citizens' assembly in place of the mayor. Taking democracy back. I like that idea. She has a nice idea there. Yeah. That's all I've got to say about that. And I think, yeah, that's the only ones that really shine. I mean, I like Lawrence Fox a little bit. You know, ending lockdown. Take the politics out of policing. Or no, take the politics out of policing. Sorry, I agree with that. Stand up for the city's history. Yeah, I'm not really with, you know, even though I have my own opinions on history. You know, respect the country you're in. All right, you don't have to worship the statues that are there. I don't worship statues. Like, they're idols. I don't look at things like idols. I'm not gonna knock down history. You know, in life, there's pain. I'm not the same without pain. So sometimes you need to be reminded that these things happened. You don't have to agree with it, but I'm not really with the knocking down statues and stuff like that. So I like this guy in that sense. But by far the worst, the one that I think that shouldn't be there, other than, I don't want to say Nico shouldn't be there. He's a YouTuber. Like, he does a lot of pranks and stuff. I find it interesting. It's like a social experiment. I think it's very interesting that he used the rules to be part of the race. That's funny, but I wouldn't vote for him. But the worst one by far, I'm sorry. That's why I said there's no hate on females. But the worst one that shouldn't be here is the Women's Equality Party. By far, the worst. The worst. I was reading this a couple of days ago, actually. Let me just sip some coffee. I have to really tear through this one. My opinion, obviously. You have to agree with me. I don't know everything. I know nothing. See it that way, yeah? But as I was reading this, I was just getting angry at the end of the first sentence. So she said, alright, so her slogan is, "The time is now." Fair enough. You're promoting yourself, yes. There has never been a female mayor of London. True. And it shows. What? And that's when I stopped. Obviously, I read the rest, and it got me even more angry, but it shows. What shows? What do you mean? There has never been a female mayor of London, and it shows. How? Like, isn't that a disrespect to all the men that have contributed to society? Isn't it about all of us? Is it not? I don't understand that, and it shows. I don't know, I don't see a bunch of women on construction sites building the roads and building these new skyscrapers. I don't understand, and it shows. Yeah, it shows that we've got, like, nice architecture, Not that there isn't female architects, but I don't see ladies actually building stuff. I just don't like that. I don't like the new age feminism, which I've seen that with some of my friends that I'm not really friends with anymore. I've had friends. So yeah, this is a bit personal. I've got girls that were friends previously, and they will openly say, "I'm a feminist." Why? Oh, I had one lady tell me, "Yo, I just hate men," And then that's when I switched off. Anyways, women in London have to live with the largest pay gap. Really? Like, when I work, as far as I know, the ladies, my lady colleagues get paid the same. I didn't know that I get paid more than them. That doesn't happen. Where? The only time I see a pay gap is when ladies get pregnant and then they start doing part-time work. And then their focus changes. It's not about just climbing up the career ladder. It's about keeping a family. It's about their children. Men, we're geared towards a goal. Not all. Some ladies are like men in that sense. It's about a goal. A lot of guys I know, I'm a bit like that. I want to climb up. I want to be at the top, Anyways, the most expensive childcare. So it says women in London have to live with the largest pay gap and the most expensive childcare. This might sound a bit cold, yeah, but like, don't have children. Like, if you can't afford it, don't have children. Like, think about the child. Or move somewhere else. Like, it's cheaper outside of London. For years, I've lived outside of London. Let me see how long this video is. Alright, we've got a bit left. For years, I've lived outside of London. And it's much cheaper. There's many people who move to the Midlands or up north, as they say. And it's cheaper in the towns. You've got nice schools, less crime. Live there. Like, come on, you gotta be responsible. You got a plan, but hey, what do I know? I don't have children. So, alright, so make ending violence against women London's top priority. Shouldn't we just end violence for all people? I just don't like the divide. I don't like the divide. It's just like, this shouldn't be, like, you can't vote for this lady. Like, it's just about ladies, ladies, ladies. I'm sorry, we're all in this together. Like, guys go through violence as well. Like, we're the most violent, but stuff happens to us. I don't know the exact statistics. I just don't like the way some things just seem indirect. Make London a well-being capital. What does that mean? Like, I understand the words individually. What does that mean? Alright, let me try and look at the positive. I don't want to seem unfair. We can build a better, more equal London. I like that. I like that. Where no woman, see? Where no woman has to live in fear of violence. No one should live in fear of violence. But guess what? Violence is inevitable. It's going to happen. It's there. So we all need to come together and find a way of tackling this. Go to the root. Why do people commit violence? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. I just don't like the divide. You know, imagine if there was a men's equality party, which I think there should be if there's a women's equality party. Maybe there is, who knows? What would the backlash be? I don't know. In my opinion, ladies have it way better than they've ever had it in Western countries. Like they've had it way good. Okay? Speak to a lady from the 1930s or the 50s. I think they will just laugh at the problems ladies think they have today. We all have problems. We just all need to bring them together and start acting, because we're more equal than we've ever been. So let's treat our problems equal. There's violence against women, violence against men. I'm gonna leave it there. But yeah, if I was gonna vote, I'd vote for Pierce. And I think there's quite a lot of people who are ready to take on this challenge. I don't know what's the right answer. I mean, this is politics. It involves lives, economics. There's so much. It's a big, so many fields packed into one. You just have to take a gamble and go with your heart when it comes to the votes. As for the whole system of voting, I don't want to get into that. That's another conversation. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you like, you know what to do. I'll see you at the next video. Peace.